Hey, my beautiful, sexy souls. I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to their morning. I am actually, it's afternoon technically, but I'm out here getting my oil change and doing the inspection, all the adult stuff that still is required in the coach's life. I had to do some car stuff, so I'm here at the oil change place, and I was just hanging out and thought about not wasting the time, and so here I am, people. I know you're excited. Calm yourselves. I know you're excited to see me. It happens. No. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about opinions, judgments, and how they really soothe our own egos and assumptions as well. I didn't want to make the title too big. But recently I've been really noticing this in my life with other people, with my clients, and also noticing, of course, like within myself, because I'm not perfect, and we all have these areas where we fall down in. But it has been really brought to my attention over the last, I'll say, week or two, with some situations that have kind of come in about these assumptions we make of other people, and also the judgments we make, and not just the negative judgments. Like, one of these things that came to me was actually somebody judging me in a very positive light, but yet it was still a judgment. It was still a judgment. It was still them almost patting themselves on the back while trying to pat me on the back in a kind of a backhanded way. I'm not going to get into it. But it really brought to my attention how oftentimes we use these judgments of others, how we use these judgments in order to soothe our own egos, in order to prop ourselves up. Again, whether these are positive judgments about somebody, whether these are like saying like, oh, I'm so proud of you, or if it's something like you pulling somebody down, like trying to pull others down with your words, your, kind of what's going on, your gossip, whatever that might be. This is all to soothe our egos. It's to pump ourselves up in some form or fashion. But what ends up happening is we actually end up creating negative energy, especially in the second type of scenario. Sorry, I'm outside, so I know you guys can hear all the cars going by, but especially in the second scenario where there is all this negative energy. But it is this assumption that others want your opinions, others care about your opinions, and the fact is, it is looking at yourself and going like, am I letting other people's opinions, let other people's thoughts, actions, assumptions, because this is what I've been noticing, and again, also in my clients' kind of world, some of this is going on too, these assumptions of, yeah, but this person will react this way. Yeah, this person will do this, will do that. Or this person has done this or has done that. Or taking, like, the gossip mill is a really great way to show this. It's like, I'm going to talk negatively about this person. I'm going to cut this person down in hopes, our egos hope that it's going to make us feel better. And the truth is, it might make us feel better for like that long. But in the end of the day, it actually tears us down. It really pulls from ourselves. It pulls from our hearts. It pulls from that soul place, and it really disconnects us from this place within ourselves that can be very difficult to continually stay in alignment with, but which I know, if you're following me, if you're one of my tribe, that you are on that expansive path to continue to stay in alignment with your soul. Well, gossip, assumptions of other people, taking these kind of opinions and putting them on somebody else because is going to separate you. The truth is, our opinions, our assumptions, our viewpoints of any other person, all that shows is more of us, because we're not living that other person's life. We don't know what's going on in their entire life. And so to put these assumptions on on another person really is just a reflection of ourselves. And like I said, I got this like really from if somebody was to read what I received a couple days ago, they would go, oh wow, that's a really great kind of pump up, Addison. Like, that's a really great pump up. And I read it and it actually made me angry. I had to take a pause with my own ego because somebody was saying these positive things about me that I didn't feel had the justification based on our past relationship to make these kind of positive judgments, but still judgments. And that, I think, is where we often forget that positive judgments can be just as harmful as our negative judgments. And each person's path is going to be different. And so judging somebody else's path and going, this is right, that's wrong. Like I got, so I have a mentor and I got told the other day, like, oh, well, years ago you just wanted to be like this mentor. And I was like, yeah, I did, because it was me and my expansion and my growth and my journey at that time. And I've expanded past that. But that's a judgment. That was a judgment. And so I see this again with my clients. I see them making judgments about their partners. I see them making judgments about their kids' actions, especially like your children do not have like frontal lobes. So it is, fully developed frontal lobes. We all have frontal lobes, hopefully. Otherwise, you're really struggling in life. You're not functioning. But like, people will make judgments about their kids' actions, like, oh, that's so wrong. And yes, like, there is a level of like teaching and growing a child and expanding a child and helping them to see right and wrong and different outcomes of their behavior. However, at the same time, it is important to remember that they are acting from their limited knowledge of the world. But the same thing goes for us adults, is we're all reacting to our experience of the world. And I think that it is important to look at where you're judging others. Where are you particularly getting in there and judging other people? Where are you making assumptions about other people? Where are you taking little pieces of information and potentially pulling them together and making massive assumptions about something? I got told today that I was trying to sleep my way and babysit my way to the top, which is so far from the truth, like so incredibly far from the truth. But it was this judgment, it was this moment of like, me having to hit the pause button, me having to stop my ego for a second and really think about kind of what was being said, the place it was coming from, all of this. And then me having to check myself. And I think the piece of it is like, yes, we can look at our own judgments, we can look at our own assumptions, where we are pulling from our own souls, but also just as much it is pulling from our own souls when we really take others' opinions and we allow them that energy, that negative energy, to really eat at us. And so it is looking at kind of both ends of the spectrum of going like, are we allowing others' opinions, judgments, assumptions, blah, 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 to really pull at our own soul, our own energy, our own spirit, because it is us allowing, that is our egos allowing that in, allowing that negative energy in. And at the same time, in our own life, so when we are looking at other people, when we are looking at the things in our life, are we making assumptions? Are you asking the question? And lately I find myself really stating this question over and over again. Is that true? Asking yourself, is that true? How do I know it's true? Why am I saying it's a fact? Is it my business, your business, or God's business? And so that is really my message for today, is to look at your life and ask that. Whether that is hearing things that other people are saying, going like, is this my business? Is this your business? Is this God's business? Am I allowing myself to get pulled into this? And also, in the same light, you know, when you're hearing things, when you're making assumptions, when you're making judgments, and you find yourself doing that, asking yourself, is that true? And again, having self-love for ourselves and going, okay, I make mistakes, we all fall down in this. And so just really ego checking yourself today. That would be that's my recommendation for this beautiful hump day. Okay, I think my oil change is done. So I'm gonna go and pay the man. So, cause he's like waving at me. So I'm gonna go pay the man, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. Before I get off, I did want to announce that I am doing Summer Orgasm Camp on August 10th in the DFW area. So if you're in that, or if you're in the area, please come and join me. It is my favorite workshop. I'll be announcing more about that later on today. I'll be doing a video just on that topic. But if you are interested, go to my website under the events page and you can find that. Also, I wanted to kind of give a shout out to those of you that are interested in Tantra, interested in really expanding your tantric knowledge. Those of you who potentially have just a holistic practice, my friend and colleague Kendall Williams is doing a certification program for tantric practitioners, holistic practitioners that are wanting to really dive deep into the yummy juiciness of the tantric life. And the tantric life, not just from a sexual standpoint, but from a healing standpoint. And so please go check that out. I will put the link in the comments in a little while. And mention me as a referral. Just put AB Tantra in there and she will know that I sent you her way. So go check that out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, I love you guys. Bye.